Hi guys, it's Machaela and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a video where I'm kind of sharing some more of my postpartum journey and how I'm managing it this time. Postpartum this time around has been a lot easier than my past experiences. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm not going through it still, it just means I've learned how to manage it better than I have. And I just wanted to kind of share what I've been doing and what's been working out for me. But before we get into it, hi, I'm Machaela. I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. But let's go ahead and start with what to expect in your postpartum period. I am not a doctor. I am just a mom. I am somebody who's been through this a couple of times, and this is just my own experience. So everything I'm speaking comes from me and me alone. So what to expect from the postpartum period. This part here is just a brief overview, but I guess this kind of goes without saying, but wild and crazy hormones. With my first, I did not realize the intensity of the hormones that go on postpartum period. And if you think about it, you spend 9 months going through pregnancy and those hormones, and then all of a sudden they're stripped away from you and your body does not know what the heck to do. So it takes a toll on you because your body's trying to figure it out. And even going through it this time around after doing this for a while, that first week or two there, I did not know what to do. I could not explain my emotions. I could not explain what I was feeling. I really needed my husband's help in those first couple of weeks. So you're doing all of that, and plus you're also trying to take care of your family and your new baby, so it's normal to feel just overwhelmed and not really know what you're feeling or really what to do with that. So then, you know, you're taking care of your new baby, you're trying to figure out your dynamic. There's a lot going on very early on, so take it easy, take it slow, don't rush anything, just one day at a time. Breastfeeding, it can be hard. I have not been a successful breastfeeder. This time around I'm doing it, but I'm not doing it regularly. I'm doing it like once a day and for soothing purposes only. So for me, breastfeeding did not work. There's nothing wrong with formula feeding your baby. My children have thrived because of being formula fed. There's many reasons to formula feed, and I've got a few videos, if I can find them, I'll link them down below, about my experiences with formula feeding my children. And then postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety is very common. I'm not going to go into my personal experiences because that for me is still something I navigate myself. But it's very common and you're not alone, and if you need to, seek help. And it's just normal to have even the post-baby blues, and that'll last for a while. So just know that what you're feeling is not uncommon and not abnormal. Let's go into how I am helping myself. And first of all is get help. You're not in this alone. You've got to get your spouse to help you, get your family to help you. If your parents or your spouse's parents are involved, get them to help you. Friends, anybody who you can trust to help you. They can do something as simple as hold the baby while you take a shower, clean up, do some self-care. You're not doing this alone, so get the help. And my second biggest thing is doing self-care. Take your shower. That to me is mandatory. It's not self-care, it's hygiene, it's health. Take your shower. Get ready in the morning. For me, that looks like doing my makeup and doing my hair, and I always put on a full face of makeup. Not every day, because some days I'm just not feeling like it, but for the most part I try to do makeup on a regular basis because that's what makes me feel like me. If doing your hair is what makes you feel good, or taking a bath, or just doing something for yourself, if you got 5 minutes a day, do that 5 minutes, because you'll feel a whole lot better and your kids will see that in you. Rest where you can, when you can, get out of the house. It's very important for you, for your kids, for your whole family to get out of the house, be around other people. I know we are in crazy times right now. I know that for some of us it's harder than others depending on where you live. but still do it. And if that means going on a walk, go on a walk. Or if you're going out to do something, seeing family, seeing friends, do it anyway, because that's gonna help you feel better, that's gonna help your kids feel better, and then that's gonna reflect on your children. And as much as you can, it's as hard as it is, try to do as much as you can that makes you feel like you. It's hard. You have to be intentional about it. But that, for me, has been key to making this postpartum easier for me. Of course, you have your family that needs you. Of course, you've got your spouse that needs you. But when you're better, they're better. When you take care of yourself, you take care of them. So please do as much as you can. Again, for me, that's getting ready in the mornings, doing my makeup, doing YouTube, doing my hobbies, scrapbooking. I mean, obviously I'm not going to do all of that in one day, but where I can fit as much of it in as I can, it helps me out. If that means doing some of the stuff while my kids are napping, then great. You don't have to worry about everything else. If you got 5 minutes a day to do something that makes you feel like you, do that. If you've got 25 minutes a day or an hour, I know for me it just kind of depends on the day. But the more intentional you are with it, the better you as a mother will feel, and the better more that your family will reflect on that. Your spouse, your kids, that is highly, highly, highly important. And because I have been doing that this time around, though postpartum is still hard, there's just no getting around it, it's making it easier because I'm making sure that I am caring for myself and meeting my needs when I am able to. I mean, not every minute's going to be perfect, but when I'm able to and when everybody is good, I am intentionally doing what makes me feel like me. Now I want to go into what my husband's role has been in all of this. I know the dad's role can seem a little crazy, but he helps me out with the older kids while I hold the baby and care for the baby and snuggle my baby, and also vice versa. I'll take the older kids while he hangs out with the baby and give them my time. He'll take all the kids for a little while in the evening so I can go and get some rest, and then we switch roles. And we have different parts of the day where it's kind of him on them, me on them, and we kind of take turns so that we can each rest. But especially in the beginning, my husband primarily took on all the roles of the house, while my primary role was cuddling with all of the kids, as well as healing my own body. And for him, he made meals in the beginning. He took care of the housework in the beginning. And that's obviously, it's balanced itself out. At the time I am filming this, I am about 2 months postpartum, so we have balanced ourselves out, and we are finding our schedule now, and it's been great. But he took care of that primarily role in the beginning, and he emotionally needed to support me. I did not know what was going on. He did not know what was going on with me emotionally, even though we've been through this before. Just because you may mentally know what's going on from experience doesn't mean your body really knows what's going on, because it's dealing with hormones. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm speaking from personal experience. So he emotionally just had to support me. And if you are a husband watching this, or a spouse, or a support person, heed this warning. But that's been his role, and that has helped me. And the last thing on my list, I've got notes right here, is find your village. Go to your mom groups, find your Facebook mom groups if you need to, go to your churches, go to your families, play groups, get your kids involved in activities, find your groups, get them involved in the sport, get your older kids involved in the sport, and take your younger kids with you, because that's where you're going to find your friends, families, anybody who you can think of. For me, church has been a huge deal when it comes to finding my mom friends, or just people I've been connecting with through social media. You know, we are very blessed this day and age to be able to still connect with our friends who live across the country. I talk to my mom friends all the time, people that I grew up with, and we all just have become moms around the same time, and we talk just to talk to somebody. Phone calls, Zoom meetings, anything that can help you. I mean, those Zoom meetings, though, you know, it's not the same as being in person. They really do help, and just do those because they do really, really help. And again, spend time with your older kids. We've kind of come up with a rule in our house where I do one activity a day with each of my kids that is primarily focused on them. Yeah, if the other kids join in, that's great and that's fine, but my primary goal is to focus on them when I can. And that's just my one-on-one time with each of the kids, one activity per day. I mean, maybe for you that may look like one activity per week, or maybe it's just some extra one-on-one time per day, snuggle time. I know bedtime for us has kind of been some one-on-one time with my older ones, and then of course they go to bed and everyone goes to bed, but just snuggling them, giving them that quality time. Or maybe that looks like going out and leaving the older kids, or leaving the younger kids with a trusted family or friend, and getting that one-on-one time being out. Whatever really suits you, that helps with that bond between you and the other kids. Each individual kid is their own person, so that for me has been huge and been helpful, and all of that plays into me going through postpartum. But not even just me, but my family, they go through it too. They, you know, the older siblings have a new younger sibling, they're trying to adjust. My husband's trying to adjust. I mean, at the time I'm filming this, I'm saying that I would probably say we're finding our groove. It did take some time, but we are at that place where we're finding it, and it's working, and we're feeling a lot better than we did a couple months ago. And so this has made my postpartum journey easier. Find your support person, get the help you need. I mean, if you do need to seek further help, it's not wrong. You're doing what you need to do for you and ultimately for your family. I know there's a lot of mom guilt involved with a lot of the stuff that I may have said, but if you can look at it through the lens of, by helping myself, I'm helping my family, I'm helping my spouse and my children, then really, are you doing it for you? I mean, if that's what makes you feel better, you're doing it for you, but you're also doing it for them. And that for me has been just a huge thing. Self-care is, in my opinion, the best way you can manage postpartum. And you're gonna navigate it, and you're gonna, you know, things aren't always gonna be perfect, or you're gonna go try to do something and then it's gonna turn to chaos. When you can, find some help. I know not everybody's situation is the same, but I do know that everybody should be able to find at least 5 minutes per day to just do something for themselves. Again, if it's painting your nails or zoning out on your phone or the TV or a movie, or maybe it's movie night and all the kids are in bed. I mean, everybody's schedules are different, but if you have 5 minutes, take that 5 minutes and own it, because that 5 minutes is going to make a huge difference in your interactions with your family and how you feel as a person. So with that, thank you for watching this video. I hope this was helpful for some of you guys going through postpartum, maybe for the first time, or maybe this is your 5th child and you just needed a refresher. I don't know, I'm not you. But with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. God bless, and bye guys.